I want to talk about solving the problem here by pulling up this here website, mysonhunter.com.
Oh, boy.
I want to start by saying this. First, just for those that aren't familiar, this is a movie called My Son Hunter, and it's about the Bidens. And I want to say, culture is everything. Politics is downstream from culture. Culture influences, culture inspires. And cultures decide whether or not a law truly stands on the books. For instance, there are old laws like you can't put a pie on a windowsill on Tuesday because it attracts wild animals and there are school kids out. But no one enforces that law. There's books called like Wacky Laws, and they're like, did you know that you can't take a bath on Sundays in Massachusetts or whatever? But
I want a copy of this book.
There's a bunch of them actually. They're funny, and those laws are never repealed. The issue is our culture changed, and we decided, okay, we're not going to arrest anybody for that anymore. I'm pretty sure sodomy is still illegal in a bunch of places as well. Yeah. No cop is going to kick your door in because they think two guys are hooking. They're like, we're not doing that because culture. But if we were a theocratic fascist country, they would be kicking the door and saying it's a law in the books.
Right.
Building culture is the most important thing we can do. And that's why I think the movie you guys are doing is so important. Do you want to explain what the movie is? Who's in it? What's it about?
Well, it's My Son Hunter, and it's based on the not only the laptops and the information, like Peter Schweitzer's book and stuff that John Solomon did, and all the articles ad infinitum about the Hunter Biden laptop. It's also, I looked at Beautiful Things, his autobiography, to get a mindset of him, even though Hunter's book.
Oh no!
I want.
And he writes about doing crack and all that.
You know what?
Absolutely.
This is where Robert differs
for
from
him.
Hunter's. Robert's actually read Hunter's biography.
So
Hunter's reading, and he's like, I did that.
That's crazy.
No, what I wanted to do was, because we have all the, of course, the sizzle of the corruption, of the Ukrainian deals, of the Russian mafia deals, of the Chinese spy chief, and the tons of deals he made with the Chinese.
Flying, you got them flying to China together on Air Force Two?
No, I don't have that, but it's implied. You'll see in a different way, and it's very funny. I mean, I should tell you, I have Joe with a Superman cape on for 1 second when he visits the Chinese, and you hear the, and Hunter goes, Daddy, and now the deals start to happen. But so it's all told through the eyes of a 25-year-old left-wing activist who is a stripper to pay for her college education, and she meets up with Hunter. A relationship starts. A bouncer from the strip joint is put with them when they go to the Chateau Marmot to have this big party. Who's a actor? Who's a soccer player, a great face, Franklin Adelaide, a Nigerian soccer player, and he's the one who says, "Kitty, I'm the black face of white supremacy," and he's the one that navigates her through the internet to find out when she realizes this is Joe Biden's son. My life just got much more interesting.
I want to go back to the website real quick. So obviously directed by Robert Davi. You've got Lawrence Fox, John James, Gina Carano, and Emily Gojevic. Gojevic. There you go. Wow, I totally butchered that name.
Gojevic.
Emma Gojevic. So you got a bunch of great people in here, and you yourself. For a lot of people already chatting, they know who you are. Oh, okay. They're commenting on all the shows you've been in. They're like,
they all recognize you from Halo.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
No. That was just the voice.
Yeah. But so I mean, you're a big Hollywood guy, and you're now, you left, you went to Florida. Now you're doing a movie that is very much exposing the Biden family. I have to imagine a lot of your old friends are probably not happy.
Well, if they're real friends,
they're cool with it, right?
Look, I have friends of mine that are absolutely left-wing, and it's what it is. I say to them, okay, I have lots of good friends that are name actors, that are quiet conservatives, that are frightened about canceling and everything else in their careers. So there's a different kind of a thing, people that might have, we have to become culture warriors.
Yes.
As you said, we have to. We can't worry about that, because then we leave them to do the narrative and we get left out, because the emotion of culture is what the young minds can respond to. What can move people.
Have you watched the show The Boys?
No, not yet.
I think it's fantastic. It is a little cringe. Have you seen it, Alex?
I'm aware of it. I haven't seen it.
I don't even know about it.
Aware of it, and I know all the memes.
Nobody has watched it. So it's basically it's like the DC. It's like DC's Justice League, but
Okay.
if they're real people.
Right.
And so you end up with Homelander, right? He's like Superman. He's a narcissist. He's a sociopath. He wants everyone to love him. And then, all of these characters are basically flawed celebrity types with superpowers. And that's kind of what the show explores. And then there's government cover-ups because the superheroes accidentally kill people all the time.
Sure.
And, it's interesting. They've taken this turn in the show where they've made Superman into Trump. They've made Homelander basically Trump. And this is the importance of culture. In the show, the good guys are like, yo, they're going on TV and lying about what's going on. And there's like a fake Tucker Carlson. And then Homelander clearly is lying about things. And then they say they're clearly making him be Trump. Then they're saying he's lying and show you fictional situations where he knows he's lying too. They're trying to set your preconceptions as to what's happening in the world because they know there are low information, dumb people who are going to see Trump and go, he's lying too. Oh, I saw that on TV. And people might, people who watch the show might give the benefit of the doubt to the average person, but I'm telling you that level of influence does work.
Oh, it does. It does.
And they'll think they're geniuses for making that connection too.
Yep. And so what you need to
just
do,
like Trump.
Here's what you do. You make a show that is not political, like The Boys, but then you make allusions
Put a message
to,
in the ravioli.
Exactly. Put a message in the ravioli. Is that what it's called?
That's what I did with the film.
I've got an important
'Cause-
question.
And it has to be a good ravioli and extremely tasty.
Cheese and spinach or
Fantastic
some
sauce.
mushroom.
You could have
Ricotta
vegetarian.
mushroom.
You can have ricotta mushroom,
With a
but it
meat
has
sauce.
to be a beautiful sauce.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Do you guys think Hunter's going to watch it?
I think so because this is like again, the Wolf of Wall Street and friends of mine in Hollywood. You talked about some of the Hollywood friends. Hunter's like a counterculture hero.
Yeah, there's
Because of the drug abuse and the women
drug
and the Chateau Marmont. And guys used to say, I was at the Chateau Marmont when he was partying. What a wild scene that was, let me tell you.